I'd like to call in order this regular session of the Vienna Utility Board for February the 16th, 2024. Let the record reflect that I've taken roll that all members of the board are present this afternoon. Having a quorum, we will proceed. The minutes from the January the 12th, 2024 meeting have been printed, posted, and circulated. Are there any corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, the minutes will be approved as posted. Unfinished business. We start with water quality testing. Craig?
Last results came out good. The last we got yearly, it is full year. Fine as really small print. What we did say did show that they're taking carbon out. That's yearly report.
Yes. Yes. I think Craig will agree with me when I say this, and probably Mike as well. We are so fortunate that we got our carbon filters before the other water systems in this valley did. I mean, the Ohio ones got it, but up here, anybody that does not have a carbon filter system in place now is scrambling. I mean, we're getting calls from other utilities to come and take a look at our facilities to say, what do we do? How do we do this? And so, man, I'm telling you, I don't know about you, but it feels great to be done with that whole thing.
Who'd you say wanted to come down Martinsburg? Martinsville.
They want to come too? Yeah,
Yes,
great.
it's everyone along the river. It's
Oh, yeah, everybody's involved in that thing, and so it's great. It really is. So anyway, the water testing shows every one of our results is good. So that's what's important. ARP discussion. We still have not have distributed the money because it's in an interest-bearing account, but all of the ARP money has been allocated. So, Craig, as soon as we get finalized and we have to pay for the meters, then that money's ready to go.
Yeah, meters not on the projects anymore, but I would like to talk about the meters if we could.
You want to do it now?
Yeah, because it's ARP money. But when we did the meter count, we counted our customer base, how many customers we had, and we reported to them this is the amount of meters we needed, and the price was at $179 a piece, come up like $967,000 what we got off ARP. One thing I did not consider at that time was the second meters that people have. These are private meters. We read them and deduct the sewer off. What happens goes to the first meter, tees off, goes to the second meter, and so we deduct the sewer off that second meter, and that's what we bill for. Full amount of water, deduct the sewer off. I did not include that in the pricing. I sent him the list of every meter counting, including the second meters, and that come back at $1,071,136. I did contact Jeff Potter last week and asked him if he could, him and Neptune could lower the price down to $160 a meter to cover the cost, keep it at $967. They would not. So we're at that point now where we're about 500 meter heads off. Okay, which is over $100,000. These are private meters. Do we want to go ahead and pay for that and change the people's meters heads out and so we can read them, or are we going to leave it? Last time we left it up to them to purchase a meter. They did. So we're going to have to think about that. I'm going to go ahead and place the order for the original $967,000. They said they'd honor the price until we got through with the project. So if it was, we need to order 500 meters later on, we will.
Okay, so we have two options here. Mm-hmm. The money that's in the account is drawing interest, and it's gained $47,000 or something close to it already.
Yeah.
The other option is we have well over $1 million in our operating account here.
We do.
We can pay for those.
We can.
It's unfortunate that you miscounted or neglected to count those in there, but I mean, if we're going to do the system, we need to do the system.
Okay.
That's my opinion. Okay.
Well,
so if it takes going back to council to say, hey, the interest is there, and honestly, when we did the resolution to transfer the remaining ARP funds, that should cover it no matter what. But we'll clarify that.
Well, I thought we did. I thought
We did. We did. All of it, all the rest of it's here, which means the interest will cover the biggest part of it.
How much is it per month interest?
I don't know, 5%, 5.25%, something like that.
5,000 a month.
Yeah. Okay. But at any rate, there's almost enough to pay for whatever that is. You know, that's what everybody wants to do, but we do have the money to just go ahead and complete the project.
I will, and then I'll do the rec for the 1.7, $1,071,136. Order the whole package in. That's okay. And we will replace the second meters for the residents. Right?
How many have you gotten shipped yet?
20.
20 out of 6,000?
Yeah, well, yeah, close to 6,000. I haven't done the rec on this yet, so 20 meters what we ordered before. Tops, those replace some other issues we had. So I got to do the PO, then I'll order the project. So
Okay.
okay.
I mean, it's fine, but Russ, are we good enough to do that? Or are we going to have to do something else?
you're gonna have to. Are you gonna have? You send this. Tell me what your process is for getting the meters.
I
Right
think
now.
what I'll do is I'll do the rec up once I get the PO. I'll send him the PO. Said this is the price. So that they quoted $1,071,136, and they'll start shipping the other meters out.
Now the council has approved that money to the
Yeah.
it's spent it.
Well, I think the extra $100,000 would come out of.
I'm not talking
water.
about. I'm talking about just expenditure in general, regardless of monies.
I don't, yeah, I think we did that
Did we
last,
do that
you
last?
weren't here last meeting, Russ.
Sorry, I was.
But we did approve the bid from,
Right.
Core and Main or whoever it was
Yes.
for the $967,000. So
Yeah.
that part of it's been done. So I would say that we can go ahead and do this. If we have to do another one for the extras, then we'll do that.
I think you need to do it now. If you've
Break
approved
it up in 2 different
967,
POs. You can do that.
yeah, just because we haven't voted, we haven't.
You won't get them that fast anyway.
Nah.
You haven't brought anything before the utility.
Yeah, I'm looking at 3-month shipment. So, right, do that. Just wanted to
Okay.
clarify which way you guys want to go.
I think, my legal opinion, I think you have to go with 967. We'll have to do the approval.
And you'll get us an exact number. Yeah. Okay. Would you put that on next month's agenda, please? And Russ will have to draft a resolution approving the additional cost. All right. Anything else on ARP? All right. 5-year plan. Mike, what are our deadlines on some of these things? Have you updated this?
For a while.
All right, does anyone have any additions or something you'd like to see removed? The water line replacement is completed on 45th Place. So that one there is out of stormwater report. You finished it? Okay, the SCADA system improvements have been done. We've moved past that. The 45th Place water line installation is complete. And so the design of the bridge replacements, the state of West Virginia and Matt is working on that. So I know they've started doing the design work on at least 3 of them. All right. I asked Delegate Chris the other day if he'd gotten an answer back from the Department of Highways, and he said they were still working on that to get the bridge replaced instead of repaired. So I don't have an answer for that one yet. And then the design pond run improvements. Have we done anything with that? Okay, so that one needs to carry forward. And we bid the SCADA improvements already because we've already approved that, right?
Correct.
Okay. And the paving projects, that doesn't really apply. Those things last forever. And the sewer improvements, we still have not gotten an answer back for our earmark about when they'll actually pay us. And so, you know, the way I have it figured is if we don't get an answer in the next 10 months, we're probably going to get put aside because once Joe Manchin's gone, it won't be important to somebody else. So I'm going to try to reach out to Joe and say, hey, you know, give us a going away present here and get it done.
Work Capital was involved in that too, right?
No, this was Joe Manchin.
Just Joe mentioned.
That's it. Yep. So anyway, looks to me like we've completed almost everything in 2023. The only thing that's left on there is the pond run, and we're just simply waiting on those funds to be allocated. So, okay. Anything else on 23?
So where are we at with, Mike Griffin and all that?
Dixie called the other day and wanted some updated information, and I think that I don't think we've submitted the last questions that she asked. I can tell you right now that I am not in favor of a rate increase. I mean, we're sitting on $2 million liquid money in our account, and I personally do not want to explain why we want more money when we have that money. And so, you know, obviously this is a board and the board makes that decision, but I can tell you that I am not going to support any rate increase at this time.
Well, I mean, I want a rating at $2 million and $30 million plus.
Okay.
And so I'm just trying to figure out what the path forward is because there hasn't, we haven't had a rating increase since 2016. And we have projects that need to get done. And while, I mean, we may get some of this earmark, we may not. I mean, the Congress doesn't function. So, and we're at an election year. You know, Joe Manchin, we know is not going to be there. So, I'm just, I guess, are we just saying we're going to kick the can to after November?
That's a good question because how to get rate structures around and projects bid for those rates probably wouldn't happen until after November anyway. Fortunately, Mike got the feet around, you know, but that's a process. You do water and sewer project, it takes so long to get things designed and bid out. What their rate studies should handle. I won't do it up to November. I think we should continue on the project, so at least get design work done and start looking at funding options for those. So I don't want to lose that. Right.
Okay, so what does that mean in practice? I don't understand the process.
Okay. If we, you know, we've talked about the sewer line to up 12th Street, the sewer line to Parkersburg, water line upgrades to alleviate or eliminate the inch and a quarter galvanized, the tie-ins and stuff. If we turn over, Mike starts designing off stuff now, time it gets done, get all the preliminary stuff done, specs done, bids out, that would not start until later 2025. Once you get that stuff out and bid, that rate structure should be in place to cover the expenses of them projects. Okay, which Michael Griffith needs to encounter. And again, they need to contact me. Okay, I know they're contacting Amy and you, but last time they did a rate increase or proposed it, they did not talk to me one time, and it's really disappointing because they need to include the vehicles, the pay raises for the guys, and they have not talked to me about that. So I'm really disappointed in Michael Griffith. But that your rate approved to increase rates would not happen until 2025. Okay.
So here's my question.
Sure.
So that kind of operates in the background while he's massaging the numbers and figuring out,
Right.
Getting all the information. And meanwhile, Mike is out there putting this other stuff together for these projects simultaneously,
Correct.
at the same time, so that, in 2025, when we're ready, this out that the rate's gonna come in and pay for that, you know.
Yeah,
assuming
well,
everything goes
there's
well.
funding options there too. I mean, what kind of rates we're going on loans, grants, so that comes in play too. So it's a long drawn out process. That's the problem about utilities. It takes 2 years to get a project in the ground once you say, yeah, let's do it. So we've said, yeah, let's do it, but we're not, you're looking at 2025 for you raise rates and see what kind of grant money you're gonna get, what kind of interest rates you're gonna get, any kind of free money you might get. So rate structure right now, you say raise rates, it's not gonna go into effect until 2025.
I mean, that's what I don't wanna
Yeah.
get is behind the 8 ball, because we're
No.
not being proactive, not
Yeah.
dealing with it, because I know it takes time and stuff, but
I think we're being proactive. I don't want to hold my, I still think we should continue on with projects, design work, get the prices, get to see what's out there, grant money. We still working on that, which we are. But you asked about raising rates, and that wouldn't be done until after the first of the year. I mean, we're on the list for the money for that.
Clean water, that's right.
Yeah, unfortunately, it just takes so long to get anything done in government. Our government. Can you, I know we talked before, and I thought we did this. Can you break down the time frame again and say, sure, this is steps we take, and that'll
Right.
help you out, right?
yeah.
That'll help me out and understand it. So
Yeah, sure. So,
break down this is steps we go. And
yeah, if you said, if you picked a you know, we're still have not said, okay, here's your project. So if you said, you know,
We say, okay,
Yeah.
I'll pick a project for you, just
Yeah.
for sake
Yes.
of argument.
Yeah.
The main trunk line.
so what we would do then is, you know, once the board approved, and I wouldn't even have to wait on that, but first thing has to be done is a preliminary engineering report. That report's then, along with Michael Griffith's stuff, goes into IGDC. So it's due on the 10th. So at the earliest, we could do March 10th. If it's in March 10th, then it goes through the funding committee for 2 months. So May 10th, you would know what your funding is. At that point, you could start design. So design's going to take maybe 6 months. And then by the time you do all the permitting and everything else, you got another 3 or 4 months into it. And then by the time you bid, that's another couple months, for to close loans, however long the project is. Then actually, depending on what the funding is, usually you won't start making payments until 6 months after a substantial completion. So you're a ways out, depending on how you do the funding.
you get that right.
Yeah.
What's it all? That's the meeting.
Yeah.
I know we've talked about it before, but we haven't really had anything in writing. If you could get it right in
Yeah.
format, then we'll send it to you guys, and you'll know what we're trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just like, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna make sure that things are moving along, not kind of dragging our feet waiting for the November election.
Sure.
Hope to
Step
get
out
done,
and get it.
hope we can get done before the next election. So this one's kind of out. It's
Yeah,
past
yeah,
that,
yeah.
but yeah.
Anything else? All right. Burgess and Niple Water and Wastewater System Improvements Project.
We did go ahead. We had submitted the phase 1 project for funding through Clean Water's SRF, which it just puts you on the list. There's nothing that says you have to take it. So it went in, I think it was the end of last month.
Okay. Dredging of pond run and dry dams.
Design work's done. We're just waiting for money,
Okay.
funding. Have you heard anything?
Nope.
That's back to what we talked about before about if we'll issue it or not, right?
I mean, that's the way it works. You can't speed it up. Okay.
I really like to get that project done this summer, so.
Burgess and Niple 28th Street storm drainage improvements.
We put in a application for the grant for the 28th Street first phase. So it's in, and we should hear about it in May.
We're going to need to go to Charleston for any of those hearings or anything.
I don't know yet. Well, what they do is they'll do a draft first. We'll see what the draft says.
Okay.
Then
All right. Lead service line inventory update.
We had a meeting Wednesday, discussed a few issues, looked over the data that we've collected, need a bit different, or another line item in that data collection. That'd be the final plan. We meet the 7th, right? So March. Somewhere on that
It's
date.
somewhere in there.
Yeah, maybe 6th. We're gonna meet again. The permit should be done at that time. We're gonna review it and bring it to the meeting in March. You will be brought to you for approval so we can submit it to EPA.
The deadline's the October 24th, isn't it?
It is, but I'd like to get it in.
Can it be submitted earlier than that?
Because there's always, like everybody else submitted, always had issues. I don't want to get caught not having it done. And
Once
it'll
the
have,
report's filed, how long do we have before we implement the plan? 3 years?
You will have 3 years to go back, and any, we're going to have several lines or several lines that will be, we don't know. And then in this, for the next 3 years, you'll work towards getting that information. And then depending on that, if we find ones, then you've got the 10 years to take care of it.
So have you all identified any potential areas?
we've identified areas of unknown.
We've not found any lead.
But the unknown's just as bad.
Yes. They're treated, they are treated the same.
Yeah, I get that. Okay. Wells 9 and 10 rehabilitation.
We will be out next week to do the survey on it because there's no existing drawing. So once that goes, it's not going to take very long to do. It's just replacement, basically in kind, except for the electric well field for the wells themselves. So I think the goal was to have it did in June. Yes. So it's shouldn't be an issue.
And we still have no issues down there except it's past its due date to get done. Right. Okay. All right. SCADA update.
We got the Smills this past week. Some changes that we made on them. Back to it. That's it. Good.
How long?
Smills are done, approved. They start ordering product. They'll pick it up here. Too long. Start installing the equipment.
Too long, how long?
Huh?
Too long is how long?
Too long?
You said before too long.
Probably takes a month to get the equipment in. So hopefully they'll May. We did get everything working. We had a failure in our well field, 11 through 14. So I called them. They come and repaired that. And what they did, they brought the controller up, repaired the situation we had on 20th Street. So WP tank now, where you want to call it, is working off the SCADA. That was covered through the insurance. So,
Yeah.
Lightning strike.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That concludes our old business. We have no new business today. Manager's report.
Everything's going well. We got a new pickup truck in. Got a Ford F-550. Absolutely beautiful truck. I hate to take it out in the field, but it's like got the snow removal equipment on it, salt sprayer plow, great looking truck, a good power. We like I say, switched everything diesel over to gasoline now. The maintenance issues is in diesel, so everything's going well. The guys are out. Um, we had a string of water leaks, breaks, but that was in the last month. Right now we're just repairing service lines and installing new taps, and we'll be switching meters out. If you all have seen on Facebook and anything that you see media wise, we did post it out there for saying we are hiring. I did had the HR director put the scale in, pay rate scale plus benefits. Hopefully that will eliminate people coming, wasting my time interviewing, because right now I interview people and they say, what do we start wages? I tell them, I said, okay, see ya. So posted it. Yeah, the number's there. If they're interested in, they'll put the application in, start interviewing people. We're down 4 people now. We had an individual retire. This past month, we had a lot of people sick with the flu going around. Been pretty bad, so I thought we was up and running, but had individual leave Dave for flu issues. So everything's going well. It's not going to snow today. Huh?
Just need manpower.
I can't. I got
Just need manpower.
Yeah. I'm dealing with that fluid too. My ears are plugged up. Can't hear anything.
You don't feel very, you don't feel like it's going to happen. You're going to get ready to happen. That pace. I mean, to be down 4 people is a lot. I know I saw the overtime. All the water breaks, plus you had to snow to get with it.
Applications I've gotten so far it's not looking positive. There's some criteria we follow. We say you have to meet this criteria, not meet that criteria. So, I mean, it's pretty minimal too. Have a driver's license. Felon. It's like
What CDL class are you looking for?
E's.
E?
D.
D.
D and B. Huh? Can't hear us.
CDL, that's 25,000 plus.
Well,
D.
actually, what we're looking for now doesn't include the CDLs. You don't have to have CDLs. What I do is bring somebody in and I require you get them within 6 months to a year. I'll train them. I'm certified trainer. I'm certified.
So what is a B rating classified for?
I just a class got D or B, but I can't remember. It's my license. It just single axle trucks usually, air brakes. We'll have the automatic transmission certification, not standard. No over the road, no tandem, something like that. So, Class A's is the main one. You see all the guys driving semis. That's Class A's. So, you have to have tanker endorsement, which is once you get your CDLs, you can go back and get the tanker endorsement. I think it's Class B. So
I thought it was a B. I've never heard of a D. I don't know what a D is.
D, it's just DCB. It's like bus and that kind of stuff. So I think it's Class B is what we have to have. I've looked at my license. So.
Okay.
I have tanker endorsement plus hazmat, but I have to have hazmat.
What's plan B? You know, when you're down 4 people.
There's no plan B. I had a couple guys step up, did their appraisals on the guys this past month. Sit down, talk to them, ask them what their opinions on how they felt they was doing. Some guys want to pursue their classification water classification class 2s. Some want to get their classification 1s, which I'm a huge supporter of. I send anybody, if they want to learn that, I'll send them a class. They'll learn it. The water system will be okay, but just testing purposes. But yeah, it's like that one snowstorm we had. You know, I'm out. All my guys out running trucks. 3 water leaks, main leaks that day. I start shedding people out, plowing snow, and because the water breaks the priority. Snow on roads isn't that time, so that's what we do. Just don't get much done. You always got a service tap on repair. You always got a meter set. Like last week, we had a new general here. We had a hydrant there, and when we did the design, we told the guy, I said, hey, you need to put barricades up. It's real close to the road, and a semi might come and swing in there and hit it. Semi didn't hit it. Somebody come, shot through the parking lot, over the cliff, down through the grass, and wiped out the hydrant, and back to the ditch and back on the road. Well, they didn't have curb stops at the time. So yeah, first day. So yeah, so and kind of things. It's like, okay, now we got to repair it. Got to order parts and get it repaired. So you just cut back on the things you can do. Water leaks is a priority. Sewer blockages are a priority. Street projects, one of them suffers. I take everybody else street projects do water leaks and sewer backups. One gentleman retired was actually ran the back truck. He's the one that went out and did the daily maintenance on the sewer lines. We have certain sewer lines we run all the time, issues, routes and stuff. So throughout the city, it's a full-time job. That's all they do. 2 guys, 1 back truck, run sewer lines.
I love seeing that back truck on my street. I'm
right.
not gonna lie. I mean,
Your street's one of them. We lost him. I wheeled somebody off the streets. One of my CDL drivers pulled into it. So now, at least me 2 CDL drivers really lost me drive a dump truck. Hurts. Need the employees.
Oh, listen, I'm just asking. This, how can the board help? You know, you're at a situation. You know, if you're not going to get a bunch of applicants, doesn't matter who you are. You know, you're down 4 people. What does that look like 30 days from now?
I got 2 employees that was guaranteed they're going to leave this year. So retirement, at least 2. Real good possibility of 3. So, and that's my senior class. I mean, I get Bill Blair's 76 years old. He's still working here. So, all 3 of them guys are, well, 2 of them got CDLs, water certifications, been there forever. So it's going to hurt. What's going to help? Same thing I've talked to you all about before. It's a pay rate. Like I said, people come in for the interview. I said, this is what you do. This is what I'm going to pay. No, not me. So
Even if that gets
addressed and what I requested, yeah, that's definitely going to help. Fortunately, people make more money sitting home right now than they do come out to work.
well, I mean, we have historically really want to point out.
I don't believe that. I don't know its numbers.
Well,
but
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah.
That's a discussion.
Yeah.
Regardless, you know, it's still, people don't want to come out and work for less than $50.
That's correct. Yeah.
And although,
Good way
you
to say
know, the city of Vienna, in my opinion, our benefits are unmatched by anybody. Right? Pay time off, all that. So, I mean, I think the city's really stepped up on that side. Under $50 per.
I know a contractor right now. It's in the city. He's starting guys out $22 to $28 an hour, non-skilled. If they have a class A, they're going up to $30 an hour. He is covering all their benefits, every penny of it. Plus, getting substantial bonuses at the end of the year to his employees. So, which we don't have. We're way down the line. used to the city, I mean, government, Steve, you and I was coming out of college, and we, for Parkersburg and different things, that was the place to go. That's what you wanted to do. You had the benefit package, you had security, good pay. It's not like that anymore. I mean, you got plants. These plants are going to start opening up on Ripley and down below. You're going to hear a vacuum effect leaving this place. These guys want to go, and they're going to go down and work for $28 an hour job, $33 an hour for a year and a half. So it's all base, sorry. But yeah. And why would they come big ditches for 14?
Questions for Craig? All right. Joe, anything today? Steve? That's all. Okay, Lori?